Wow.
Wow. Ooh, Daniel's had a rookie moment. That's for sure.
Oh, my God. Daniel's on the board, folks.
Oh, no. That just didn't work out at all. Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever operate a board, remember to turn it on.
It's like the first thing. Hey, this thing's not working. Is it on? No.
Oh, no.
Shit.
Fuck. Whatever. Fourth week of things we didn't get for Christmas. I like to start off with something new. I'll end with the song that we were supposed to start with, but
groundbreaking.
It's groundbreaking. That's all I know.
You are a trailblazer.
What can I say? I'm an idiot. But so first off, now before saying what our topic is, I'm just gonna read you this text because I thought this, basically outlines perfectly what some people might think. So this is from my friend Max. When I tell him what the show's topic is today, he goes, "What the fuck is TGIF? The restaurant chain? Because if so, go with Chili's. It's a much better establishment."
Who is this?
Max Solo.
Max Solo. I'm going to address you head on.
Do it.
Okay? If you don't know what the ABC Friday TGF lineup is, you can go back to Chili's where you belong. The rest of those white bread, inbred, other words with bread, flatbread people who don't watch Boy Meets World.
Flatbread?
I said white bread and I meant inbred.
Why did you say flatbread?
Because I said white bread and then I had to say inbred and then I said some other stuff with bread in it.
Oh, okay. That doesn't make any sense.
If he wants to have a rebuttal making fun of the bread thing, I totally understand.
I'm sure he won't. But either way, explain to us, John, what is TGIF?
TGIF is the only thing you did on Friday night. That's it. That's all I have to say. If you didn't watch TGIF, maybe you were cool. Maybe you went out to the roller disco, or you went to the moving pictures, or wherever the hell you went. But I watched TGIF, guys, and it was the best lineup on television.
What was the lineup, though? What is the original? Start with the original. You know the history way better than I do, so I'm going to make you do that.
Okay, so it started in 1988, and the original lineup was Perfect Strangers, starring Cousin Larry Appleton and Balky Bartakamus.
He didn't make that up.
I didn't make that up.
He's reading it off his screen, so it's true.
Oh, no, I knew that.
It's not
I know that already. I'm just looking at the lineups and what their dates were.
That's dedication right there to TV programming.
I know what I'm doing. Full House was also on there. Mr. Belvedere and Just the 10 of Us. I really only know a couple of these shows.
Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, yeah.
Did you watch that? Because what is that?
Mr. Belvedere was like a show about a teacher named Mr. Belvedere.
Is he like super epic teacher that everyone always has? That's what it's supposed to be?
I think it was a normal show.
Was he like the Feeny? He's like the cool guy?
Yeah, I think so.
And he's centered around him?
Well, I think he was like an Englishman.
That's unnecessary.
I don't know. It's based on a 1947 novel, Belvedere, so you know it's good. Because in 1947, they wrote for 1988. That shit is so current.
It just transfers.
Yeah, it does so well.
When you run out of an idea, just go back to 1944 books.
Exactly. What we're really going to talk about today is like the 1991 or 92 lineup. Friggin', where did they say? 93 lineup.
93.
In and around that
Don't
area.
worry, I don't think anyone's fact-checking this show. I think people would have to listen to the show to do that.
To know, yeah, well, 4 or 5 people, they got their facts straight.
That was for you, Olivia. We're going to keep on saying that.
Thank you, Olivia.
4 to 5 people listen to the show.
Thank you, Olivia. Okay, so basically what we want to talk about is Family Matters.
All right.
That's in Daniel's wheelhouse. That is an African-American show.
You know it. It's basically like the Bible for black people.
Basically. It's like that, and then that show where they sing, "Moving on up, moving on up."
That's the Jeffersons.
That's the one. And Sanford and Son. That's
Dave. The Cosbys.
The Cosbys were too clean.
No, step back. Step back.
No, not step back. Actually, Step by Step.
No, you know what?
The other show.
Step down from your high chair and realize the Cosbys should have been in that lineup.
Listen up, Flatbread. I will not. You will not talk to me like that. Okay, I'm having a lot of trouble speaking today. Okay, so Family Matters, Step by Step. Boy Meets World, which is a huge component of my life. It taught me a lot of lessons. And Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
That's another one that's right in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, we're also gonna pepper in Dinosaurs, the live action Jim Henson creature
I'm
feature.
the baby, gotta love me.
I wish that didn't happen. I can't stand people doing voices
all right.
of
Wasn't
any kind.
Was that a pretty good one?
It was pretty good. Why don't you do a Shrek voice and then Austin Powers and then call
Sorry,
it a day? Don't do it. Don't do it. None of you.
Have you been
see me.
upstaged at parties? Like with something like that? Is
No,
that why you
I
don't
just-
like impersonations?
No, I just can't stand it.
Okay,
It's
well, I'll
not-
stop for the next 10 minutes at least.
I think Shrek ruined it. Probably Shrek and Austin Powers.
Who does
Mike-
Shrek impersonations?
Everybody did.
I've never heard anyone do a Shrek impersonation.
Good. You are lucky.
I am.
All right, guys. We're going to get into the bulk of this. We're also going to talk about Teen Angel and You Wish and Hanging with Mr. Cooper if you're a big Mark Curry fan.
Which no one here
Not
is.
even one person is a Mark Curry
Do you even
fan.
know what you just said?
You've seen him. You've definitely seen him. He was on Just for Laughs at one point. I don't know. He had some bits about
Just
his
for
mom
Laughs.
and beating him, obviously.
It's not funny at all.
It happens in a lot of, I don't know, ethnic-oriented comedy.
That's pretty true.
So-
Dave Chappelle doesn't do that. Does
No,
he?
you know why? Because he's a real comedian and he talks about actual things instead of, this is how my parents sound. These are the things that happened when we were growing up. Oh, go fucking shoot yourself in the face.
You don't like comedy like that?
Unoriginal, boring person.
Dave Chappelle's a man.
Yeah, I know Dave Chappelle's a man. That's not in dispute. If he was on Full House, we'd be talking about him.
He was on Full House.
All right, guys. Family Matters. Daniel, you want to start off? That was a
Family
African-American show.
Okay, well, the only thing I ever remember from Family Matters, like everyone else, is Julia White.
The Urkel, the
Mr.
Urkinator.
Urkel. It's the only thing I remember, and the only thing I remember of him is obviously his hard slacks, which have now caught on with the Urban Outfitters crowd.
He basically looked then like Kanye West looks now.
Or
Like,
Kid Cudi.
yeah, anybody
Those
who thinks
huge
they're
frames.
anything that is like so dorky to
It-
be hip.
is-
Yeah, that's
Just
them.
think about that for a second. People cuff their pants.
I cuff my
you know,
pants all the time.
Like they cuff it at the bottom and roll it up, just like he did. And
Well,
they
I
wear
don't-
those huge frames.
I don't.
And they have those old haircuts.
I don't think he invented the cuffing.
No, but it looks stupid is the point.
Well,
Yeah, but now it looks
I
cool.
I cuff my pants all the time.
He cuffed his pants this morning. I saw it.
Did I uncuff them? Yeah, they're uncuffed.
Oh, they look pretty cuffed.
They're like a prisoner released.
Anyways,
they're uncuffed.
Family Matters. I remember very little of it again.
Oh my god, this show was so hard hitting. It's incredible. It got a 6.7 on IMDb. That's bullshit.
That's good.
That is-
Everyone on there is so jaded. Every movie gets something bad. I'm pretty
Well,
sure
that's 'cause
Inception has like a
18 people
7.
are like dick farts comments 4.
Or they reference movies that I've never seen. It's like, go watch the Tokyo Twilight series of whatever, and then they say that's way better, and then
Who cares?
things that are popular
IMDb
aren't
fucking
cool to
losers.
people on IMDb. So
Go to hell.
yeah. So why don't you talk more about Family Matters? 'Cause that's you, and
Okay.
we're waiting for Connor. By the way, he's only 10 minutes late this time.
Is he? Does he? Hopefully, he knows TGIF, or this is
He
going to
knows
be a
it.
really boring
Oh,
episode.
or you know what? We're not strapped to it. Trust me, I got some other things to talk about.
no,
if
we're
you'd like.
we're strapped to it. I told a bunch of people they were really excited.
Sorry to John's friends who probably didn't show up
And
because they don't know
family.
where the webpage is,
And family.
and family who didn't know where the webpage is. We might drift
Okay.
unless
guys.
you hold this right now. Go ahead.
Oh, I
You know
didn't
what?
know
You're
Family Matters was a
You're-
Perfect Strangers spin-off.
Okay.
For one.
Who was on it?
On the stupidest character, the mother worked at the same newspaper that the Perfect Strangers guys worked at, and
That
she
was
was an
it.
elevator operator, and so they just spun her off, and then she got fired like 3 episodes into Family Matters
From the elevator gig.
from the elevator gig,
and then became mayor
uh,
of Chicago.
No, she became head of security there, so she didn't have to deal with the Perfect Strangers people, so they could keep continuity between the shows somehow. Because if you're watching the TGIF lineup, you are a stickler. You are a stickler for continuity, guaranteed. You know when like Steve travels through time and stuff. That's accurate. That's like the movie timeline. That's how accurate that is. It's like Back to the Future accurate. So basically, it's about a family living on the south side of Chicago, and the dad's a
Do you have
cop.
the theme? Just give me the computer. We might have to play that at one point. We're not gonna do it now, but
Days go by. No, wait, that's Step by Step.
the
Oh, shit.
family. It's the only part I remember. So you don't like impersonations, but you like when we sing to old theme songs. Isn't that just
But
as bad?
we are not trying to sound like we're trying to sing them well. For the most part, people will do accents like they think they're
I don't know about
doing
you, but I
them
tried.
really well. Well,
Hey, that was
what?
a pretty good accent.
No.
Or
Oh,
my
yeah,
impersonation, it was pretty accurate.
That's the thing.
If I did a
People
bad
try
one,
to do them well, and it's not funny.
but mine was well.
That is up for debate. We're talking about Family Matters.
I'm talking about this. But
this,
go on.
Okay, seriously, this show is so hard-hitting, like all the time. Because the dad was a cop, Carl Winslow. You may remember him from his Call of Duty Black Cops video game.
Yep, it's on the Facebook page. Check it out.
Check it out. That's the funniest picture I've ever seen in my life.
It's actually on my phone.
If you understand the reference, which you probably don't.
But I think they will.
He was a cop, and there were so many episodes where, like, he was dealing with gangs, and his son would get the shit kicked out of him because of these gangs. Like, came in, his face was smashed and bleeding everywhere. Like, there was one episode where, like, guns were rampant in the city, and, like, one of Laura's friends got shot for her sneakers. The show was gritty. Very gritty.
Did Eddie Winslow ever own a gun?
No, he was too cool for school.
His dad was a cop and his mom was a security guard, just keeping shit safe?
Nope.
What was his mom? You just said she was a security guard.
She was head of security at a newspaper.
Thing.
That is not the same thing.
What's head of security at a newspaper?
Compared to a Chicago police officer?
No, I'm saying that isn't that the same as a security guard?
Yeah, what did you... I thought you were saying...
I'm saying they're both in law enforcement type dealy wheelies.
No, one's in law enforcement. The other is in rule enforcement, which is like, don't put gum on the floor. That's not the same as don't shoot people.
Hey, they can throw their notepads pretty hard and pretty far.
If they're not on scene. That show was sweet, though. Urkel's the worst part about that show.
Oh, whoa. Step the fuck back. Yeah,
okay.
How?
Can we count how many people he was?
3.
What was your third?
He was Urkel.
Yeah.
He was... is it just Tavon? What was his name?
Stefan.
There we go. And I don't know. I just said 3.
He was Bruce Lee at one point. Okay, well, I got 3.
You got my third.
Yeah, but my 3 is actually real, as opposed to your 3 that you made up. Yeah, he's Stefan, and then Steve, and then he's Steven. That's 3, right?
I found the intro, by the way, where fucking Eddie Winslow is like a grocery bag person.
He's wearing a bow tie, is he not?
He's wearing a full bow tie.
Yeah.
I love what you called that.
Do you remember a time when grocers made you wear bow ties and they carried stuff to your car and they wouldn't let dogs in the store?
True story. I worked at a grocery store for a span of a week and got fired because I didn't show up to the second shift. So, yes.
I can't
we had
believe
a clip on top.
I can't believe you're still here.
What do you mean?
I'm surprised you've showed up.
Oh,
because they were actually paying you, and this one, and not so much.
Yeah, it was a pretty good check that I got in the mail.
Hey, they paid. I worked at a grocery store for 6 years.
That's commitment.
Hi, man. I got a 5-year pin. I have a pin at home.
That's so lame.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Zares Markets, for all the free everything I gave you. I stole so much shit from there. It's incredible. Crest white strips by the box. I'm not paying $40 for that. I'm putting it in my backpack and I'm leaving.
There's no way you stole Crest white.
Oh, that happened. I'm not paying for those. But we would go to the cottage, like with our buddy's cottage, and we would take a case of Gatorade, and then I work in the meat department, so we just steal like steaks.
At least it's stealing for the sake of convenience, you know?
Oh,
I like you didn't just steal grand theft items.
All of it is for convenience.
It was practical.
Paying for things is inconvenient. Isn't that what Inconvenient Truth is about?
What?
Paying for stuff.
Yeah.
That joke was hilarious, and you did not listen or give it any credit.
Was it funny?
It was.
Text me
funny.
if you thought it was funny. Don't text me if you didn't think it was. Or Twitter us. Hey.
Guys, Twitter us if you want to talk about the shows.
I have a Twitter page I haven't looked at for the last, 2 weeks? And by that I mean 2 days. I'll go check it out right now.
I'm going to continue talking about Family Matters.
You can do it, and I'll see if I can add on to it.
I don't remember.
You're stalling out
already?
I don't know. I think we might have to switch topics.
Hell no.
All right.
Family Matters.
Actually, no, I got a lot to say on Sabrina, the teenager.
Yeah, let's move on. See, I figured that was going to be in your wheelhouse because of the skin thing.
No, you know what? Go back to Family Matters for a minute because I want to know something.
Yeah.
Favorite episode.
Oh, man, that's
hard. Give me a reason why anyone should go back and watch that episode.
Okay.
Or show.
It's in the last